My name is Douglas, and this is my resolution tracker. And today I don't have a lot to report on my resolutions because I went to the gym yesterday and haven't really had much free time to myself to write. I didn't get a chance to fulfill any of those things. I didn't have sugar. It's been a little bit challenging yesterday and today because my boss brought in a little package of Ferrero Rochers. If you're not familiar with them, it's basically like a hazelnut that's coated in a chocolate hazelnut spread in a chocolate shell with like pieces of hazelnut, and it's so delightful. I really enjoy them, but I haven't partaken. That's probably what that is. In any case, that's one thing I can sort of pat myself on the back about. And the little soreness that I have in my chest from my workout yesterday is something else I can be pretty proud of. But I kind of wanted to talk about a conversation that I had with boyfriend in the car today. And that's the idea that I sort of feel like there's nothing that I'm good at. And it's something that I've thought of and struggled with and challenged myself on. And it's hard to break out of it. Because there's a lot of things that I do and I contribute to and I make a part of my life, but I don't necessarily feel like I'm succeeding at them. Part of it may be just the feeling that I should be the greatest or the best person for whatever it is I'm doing, and that's never going to be the case. So the example is like the choir. I'm never going to have a solo, and I have to accept that because there are lots of people who are better than me. But I think about it, and I'm an okay singer. I seem to have reached kind of a plateau of skill and capability, and I don't know if I can get over that. But there will just always be someone better, and it's almost like, why bother? Part of the reason I bother is the recognition that there are very few people in the tenor one section, and so if I leave, that's a huge thing that's gone because just the proportion of people. But even still, I don't seem to feel like I contribute a lot to the body of what our choir is actually capable of doing. And I think that's kind of evidenced by the lack of kind of breakout moments that I typically get. And some of that is kind of a negative, maybe I'm never going to get better because I think that. But some of it is kind of a optimistic sense of, okay, that's just something I have to accept, and I'll keep trying and going forward, not to keep trying and trying to reach for something I'm never going to get, but just accept that that's just where I am going to be, and that's okay, and being okay with that. But it's a weird dichotomy to have, the feeling that I will never be good enough, but I'll be good enough for me. I don't know how to describe it. And boyfriend kind of addressed the idea that, yes, there are certainly things that you are good at, and maybe you're not necessarily thinking of them in that way. And he used the example of, you're good at helping friends who are in need. It's an interesting idea that I kind of position myself almost as like a poor weather friend. So the fair weather friend is somebody who only comes around when things are good, and when you need them when things are not good, they're nowhere to be found. I'm sort of the different one. I don't hold on to friendships really well, mostly because I'm not great at reaching out when things are sort of stable, because there's nothing for me to kind of reach out for. And so instead, I'm the one who's there when you need a friend, and I will be there, and I'm happy to be there. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like that's kind of where I sit. I don't know if there's anything I'm going to be really proud of. And that's a weird feeling to kind of leave with. This has been my resolution tracker, and I'll see you tomorrow.